The Kākāpo, often called the owl parrot or night parrot, stands as one of the most extraordinary and enigmatic birds on Earth. Endemic to New Zealand, this large, flightless, nocturnal parrot combines traits that make it seem like a feathered bridge between two very different avian worlds: the vibrant, intelligent, daytime parrots and the silent, nocturnal hunters known as owls. Typical parrots evoke images of colorful, tree-dwelling, highly social birds that fill the air with raucous calls and acrobatic flights through tropical forests. Species like macaws, African greys, or cockatoos dazzle with bright plumage, strong curved beaks for cracking nuts and seeds, zygodactyl feet, 2 toes forward, 2 back for gripping branches, and exceptional vocal mimicry or problem-solving intelligence. Most are diurnal, active during the day, arboreal, and capable of powerful flight, often migrating or ranging widely. Owls, by contrast, represent stealth and adaptation to darkness. With forward-facing eyes for binocular vision, broad facial discs that funnel sound to asymmetrical ears, soft-fringed flight feathers for silent wing beats, and nocturnal habits. Owls hunt by sound and sight in low light. They perch motionless, then swoop down on prey with deadly precision. Their plumage is often mottled for camouflage, and many species have cryptic patterns that blend into bark or leaves. The Kākāpo fuses elements from both groups in a way that defies easy categorization. It is unmistakably a parrot, genetically part of the Psittaciformes order, sharing the superfamily Strigopoidea with New Zealand's Kia and Kaka, but it has evolved convergently toward an owl-like existence. Early European settlers aptly nicknamed it the owl parrot due to its distinctive facial disc of fine, whisker-like feathers surrounding forward-directed eyes, giving it an owl-like appearance. This facial ruff helps direct sound and perhaps aids in low-light navigation. Much like an owl's facial disc collects faint noises from prey. Yet the Kākāpo remains a parrot at its core. It possesses the classic parrot beak, large, strong, and curved for processing tough plant material. Its feet are zygodactyl, ideal for climbing rather than perching, like many owls. Its plumage, while mottled for camouflage, is a distinctive finely blotched yellow-green that evokes moss-covered forest floors rather than the barred or streaked patterns typical of owls. Unlike owls, which are almost exclusively carnivorous or insectivorous, the Kākāpo is strictly herbivorous, grinding leaves, seeds, fruits, pollen, and even roots with its powerful jaws. Morphologically, the Kākāpo is the world's heaviest parrot and the only flightless one. Adults reach up to 64 centimeters, 25 inches in length, with males weighing 1.5 to 4 kilograms, 3.3 to 8.8 pounds, and females 0.95 to 2.1 kilograms, 2.1 to 4.6 pounds, showing clear sexual dimorphism. Males are noticeably larger. This size rivals some smaller owls, but the Kākāpo's body is rotund and pear-shaped, adapted for a ground-based life rather than aerial predation. Its wings are short and rounded, used mainly for balance while walking, running, or parachuting down from trees, not for powered flight. Feathers are softer and more down-like than those of flying parrots, lacking the stiffness needed for lift. The eyes of the kākāpō are large and forward-facing, providing a wider binocular field than most parrots, which aids depth perception in dim light. Studies of its visual system reveal enhanced sensitivity to low light but reduced visual acuity compared to diurnal parrots, perfect for nocturnal foraging but not for spotting distant details. Its retina and brain show adaptations for nocturnality, including larger orbits and modifications that maximize light capture, echoing owl eyes, but achieved independently. Behaviorally, the kākāpō is strictly nocturnal, emerging at dusk to forage and returning to roosts before dawn. It spends nights waddling, climbing, or freezing. When startled, a freeze response, reminiscent of some ground birds or even young owls, relying on camouflage rather than escape. Unlike social, flock-forming parrots, kākāpō are largely solitary outside breeding season, though they tolerate proximity in good food years. Its breeding system is unique among parrots. Lek breeding, where males gather in traditional arenas, leks to display, and boom to attract females. Males excavate shallow bowls in ridges or hills, inflating a thoracic sac to produce deep, resonant booms audible over kilometers, low-frequency calls that carry through dense forest like an owl's hoot, but far more rhythmic and mechanical sounding. They also produce chinging, metallic calls during displays. Females visit leks, mate with preferred males, then leave to nest and raise chicks alone. Males provide no parental care, unlike many parrots where both parents feed young. The kākāpō's breeding is boom and bust, tied to mast years when podocarp trees like rimu produce abundant fruit. In non-mast years, few or no chicks fledge, contributing to slow population growth even without predators. Lifespan is exceptional, possibly 60-90 years among the longest for birds, aided by low metabolic rate and protected island habitats. Historically, kākāpō thrived across New Zealand's North, South, and Stewart Islands in diverse habitats. Podocarp broadleaf forests, beech forests, subalpine scrub, tussocklands, and coastal areas. Without mammalian predators, flightlessness posed little risk. Maori arrival around 1300 CE brought hunting and curing, Pacific rats, reducing numbers. European colonization from the 1800s accelerated decline via habitat clearance, deer, possums, and mustelids, stoats, ferrets, weasels, cats, and rats. By the mid-20th century, kākāpō neared extinction. The 1990s low was around 50 birds. Intensive conservation reversed this. The Kākāpo Recovery Program. Now Kākāpo Recovery relocated survivors to predator-free islands, Codfish, Wenuaho, Anchor, Hauturu, Little Barrier, and others, with supplementary feeding, artificial insemination to boost genetics, egg monitoring, hand rearing, and health checks. Every bird is named, tagged, and tracked. Many have personalities, like Sirocco, famous for a viral video, or elderly survivors. As of 2026, the population stands at around 236, 252 known living individuals, all intensively managed and critically endangered, that IUCN. Recent breeding seasons show promise, with chicks fledging after years of drought. Efforts include genetic management to reduce inbreeding and potential reintroduction to mainland sanctuaries with predator control. The Kākāpo embodies island evolution's quirks. In a predator-free New Zealand, a parrot could abandon flight, shift to nocturnality, grow massive, and adopt lek breeding like some grouse or birds of paradise. Its owl-like traits, facial disc, forward eyes, soft plumage, night activity are convergent adaptations to similar niches, not shared ancestry. This gentle, moss-colored owl parrot captures wonder and urgency, friendly, curious, and oddly charismatic. Many handlers describe them as smelling like honey or old books. Kākāpo remind us how fragile, unique species are. Through dedicated conservation, this ancient lineage persists, a living link to New Zealand's prehistoric avifauna.